Gotta bite the bullet, gotta beat the sunrise, gotta fight for tomorrow, never know if you're alright.
Here I'm here with Nita, winner of the third edition of the Worldwide Music Contest for the best video. Hello Nita, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Great, it's lovely to have you here, and let's get right into it. I mean, what we'd like to know is tell us a bit more about yourself and how you got close to the music world and how you started all this.
Yeah, so I've been into music my whole life. It started very young with my family.
Okay.
My parents are musical. They both sing, and my dad, he plays Indian instruments like tabla and harmonium.
Oh, that's lovely.
So he used to on the weekends we would play together as a family, like Indian Von Trapp family. You know, we would just sing through Indian songs, and for my sister and I, some American songs, pop songs, or kids songs, just for fun like that. So it was always very natural. And I grew up playing. I learned piano, and I used to just play. And I didn't really sing, or I kind of left that behind.
Okay.
And it came back in high school. I got a solo to sing at graduation, and I realized that I wanted to sing. Like it all came back to me. So ever since then, I started writing songs and discovering writing with lyrics and not just playing classical music. And it opened up a world for me, that I was like, this is a place to express myself.
Absolutely.
So yeah, after that, it was just like, it was history. It was song after song. And there was times when I felt like I couldn't write anymore. I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm creatively done. And it's not true.
It's not true. There are periods of inspiration. It goes up and down, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, talking about the songs, I mean, Bite the Bullet, which is a song with the video that won. Is there a story behind that? How was it created?
Well, yeah, there is. So the inspiration behind that was I had moved to New York in 2010. And it was always my dream to live in New York or LA. And I stayed there in New York only for a year. But during that time, it was tough. I mean, it was really tough in terms of feeling like lost in the music industry. How do I get in? How do I make it work with my day job and earning money and trying to do music? Because when you're writing songs, you're totally inspired, but you're not making any money, So you still have to have jobs. You still have to find a way to live. So that's kind of what the inspiration was of gotta bite the bullet, beat the sunrise. You have to be so ahead of the game. You have to hustle. It's the hustle, and I was feeling it there, especially because I realized that if I'm going to make it, if I'm going to do this, I've got to work really hard, and I've got to, and you're a bit in survival mode, or I was at the time, not really sure if I was going to make it, so that was the inspiration.
You made it with worldwide music. I mean, it's not a massive thing, but it's certainly a recognition, I would say.
Yeah, thank you. No, it's great. I love these kind of platforms. They're so supportive to indie artists, It's always a good thing. So.
We do our best. I mean, our objective is actually to allow artists to gain visibility. That's basically what we're trying to do. How was the video produced? Did you self-produce it? Did you have it done by... You outsourced?
So it was produced at a studio in DC. I had one...
In DC?
Yeah,
Okay.
Washington, DC. Yeah, so that's where I'm from. I'm from Maryland, just a little bit outside of DC.
Yeah.
And I won an artist grant in, 2012, 2013. And basically the prize was to record an album and a video. So that was part of that project. So we recorded Bite the Bullet there, and then we also did the video with it. So it was produced by the team at House, and it was fun. We got to we had a different story. It kind of came out differently than what we wanted, but it was good.
It was nice, very nice, absolutely. Yeah. What musicians influence you the most? What sort of music do you listen to? I mean, you spoke about Indian music. I mean, there must be a basis of that somewhere.
Well, so it's such a loaded question because my influences have changed over the years, and it's constantly, changing. But I always have to recognize the early artists who influenced me, who were women like Tori Amos and Sarah McLachlan and Jewel, those singer-songwriters who were so expressive. I mean, Tori Amos especially, what I think is so inspiring about her is just, I find her music to be so magical and poetic, and she just goes there, to this place. And as an artist, I find her to be a very strong artist. She's expressive. She doesn't care what people think, that's what I feel from her when I watch her perform. She's in her own world. So she was a very huge inspiration for me to be an artist, to make music and to go to those places. And of course, Sarah McLachlan, Norah Jones as well, were my early singer-songwriter influences. But then I had this phase where I was very strongly inspired by powerful pop artists like Lady Gaga and Beyonce, and Shakira, who are, they embrace their sexuality, they're fun, they have crazy outfits, and I felt that inspiration as well, in terms of wanting to explore I love dance too, so I'm still inspired by that, and I want to incorporate dance into my music, but
it's in the video.
I'm not there yet.
Cool. Okay. What is the role of the web for you? I mean, how much do you use the web to promote what you're doing?
The web is great, especially with social media, and I still feel like I'm exploring fully how to get into that, but with Instagram, I post a video and then put a few hashtags and then new people discover me, or Twitter, people are finding me, or for example, contests like this. I actually was so surprised by this because I had forgotten that I submitted, and then I got the notice that you won, and I was like, what did I win? I don't remember. But no, it's great. It's like, that is what I want to do, is reach the world. I want to reach people everywhere. So it's so much more possible now, that people from Europe, people from India, people from wherever can find me. And it's not just, I'm in this little corner here and only people around me. So that's what's the importance of the web is outreach.
The globalization.
Globalization, yeah. Yeah, so it's very powerful, and I think that it's not easy. I still think there's so many, you just have to know how to use it, but it's exciting to discover, okay, how can I best use this tool? It's a tool like social media and everything on there, YouTube, they're all tools to help us, but we do have to put in the work to know how to use them.
Of course. We are noticing this on our website. On the website, I don't know if you know, but you have your personal artist page on which you can post whatever you want. You can post your calendar of concerts. You can have your own private blog that you can manage yourself if you want to. Or there's what we call a music room where you can actually join into or post something on the bulletin board. I mean, there are loads of things that one can do. And we are seeing that not many actually do this. Probably because, as you said, there's so much stuff around, there's so much to do that one has to So filter various things and decide I'm going to do this with this and this, you know, that sort of thing, which is probably one of the, but it is a massive and very powerful tool to go global.
Yeah.
It is. We have musicians from all over the world. If one day you just reading a book, you want to listen to music, listen to Worldwide Music Radio. It just streams all the people who have uploaded their songs, and you'll hear everything. You'll hear from ethnic to heavy metal to song to instrumental, everything, and from all over the world, And it's great how music brings people together.
Yeah, it does. It does. And there's so much music out there that, you know, the stuff that we hear all the time in stores or on the radio is just like the tip of
the iceberg. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
much, and incredible to discover and go deeper and deeper and discover what's out there, and the different sounds, and especially different parts of the world, they bring a different influence, you know? So it's so cool. I love traveling, and I love meeting people of other cultures, and hearing their music and learning about their ways, because every time you meet those people, you learn that, you know, your way that you grew up is not the only way. It's
Absolutely.
like there's so many different ways to live and be, and ways to write music. It's really cool.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
So tell me, what are your plans for the future?
So my plans for the future, it's so funny because I've been in a phase now where, not that I'm thinking about the future, but I have been very much focusing on now, you know, the moment now. So my plans for now are I want to write. I want to continue to write songs and be a songwriter, and I've got some opportunities coming up there. But in terms of my own music, I want to do another video, and so I'm currently working on a few songs. And I'm pretty sure I know which video I want to do, although I really want to do a video for every song. But there's one in particular that is about my family and my heritage, and I feel like I've never shown that part of myself very much in my music. So I think for my next album, I want to do something that really reveals that side of me, my culture. And it's not going to be like a Bollywood album, you know, I'm not going to go that far, but I have a few songs that have influences, you know, subtle influences, or where I'm talking about my heritage. And I just, I do think I want to express that because that's unique to me, and I never really expressed that side.
That's interesting. I hope you'll post it on Worldwide Music.
Yes, yeah, I will, definitely.
So we can enjoy it. Well, thank you very much. That ends the interview, and thank you for spending time with us.
Yeah.
And congratulations again on winning the best video.
Thank you so much for having me today, and I hope to also visit Europe sometime. I don't know where you are, but I'll be coming out next year.
Bite the bullet, gotta beat the sunrise.